So I've just pulled up at the Lilyvale Waterhole, about half an hour north-ish of Emerald. Yeah, I mean it's level up there, or we just level it out down here a little bit. So we've just rolled up to Lilyvale Waterhole. I know where we are, which is about half an hour north-ish of Emerald. Free camp I found on WikiCamps.
It's a nice open space.
It's actually reasonably well maintained. Like, it's been mowed relatively recently. Nice and open. So we're tucked off to the side here,
next to the
near
creek.
the edge of it. There's theoretically a creek down there. I don't think there's any water in it at the moment. So Lilyvale Waterhole is a Lilyvale air hole. Although, as you can probably tell, it's pretty overcast at the moment. We're shooting this in the week between Christmas and New Year, where nobody knows what day of the week it is and what time of the day it is. And so I'm not even going to... I think today's Monday.
I think today's Monday, and I think it's about time to eat. So
it is about time to eat. So anyway, there is a lot of weather up northwest of here. Or forecast anyway, so hopefully it's not too bad. But we're right on the southern edge of it here, so I've been keeping an eye on the forecast. I think we'll be okay for a couple of days. I don't think it's coming this far south, but we'll just keep an eye on that.
There's a pub nearby.
There's more than one pub in Emerald, yeah. So we'll be sorted if we need to. It's only half an hour away. But yeah, I guess the only drawbacks thus far, and we've only really just pulled up and set up, but you can hear a mine site working over that way. I assume it's a mine site.
You can hear the equipment going.
You can hear the equipment going.
It's not that loud though.
No, it's in the distance. It's not overbearing, and it's 1:30. So you would think that, I don't think it's 20. Well, if it's a 24-hour mine's going all night, isn't it? But hopefully it quietens down a bit later. I don't think it's going to interrupt our sleep. Yeah, even if it is, we've camped in noisier spots, so we'll be fine. Yeah. Lunch. You've got something new.
Yeah. So I'm tired of trying to find fresh stuff all the time while we're traveling, but I do a mix and match of everything. So we're just going to do a street corn, but an amped up version of street corn. So
this was inspired by something you had at GYG, wasn't it?
Yeah, so GYG does a very simple version, and that's why I say it's amped up, because I add some extra stuff so that we can get some protein, get some extra vitamin C in there. Primarily, I'm dairy-free, so we'll probably chuck some cheese on yours.
Did you bring any? You brought it. Yes, of course you brought it. So we've got smoky chipotle, red kidney beans, corn kernels, capsicum, tomato.
I've got some...
And
the fajita mix.
Seasoning.
Yep. The Aldi one is the best one, in my humble opinion.
In your humble opinion? Well, two of us are going to argue with that.
It's more flavoursome.
Otherwise, it's fairly, in terms of the ingredients, it's pretty straightforward.
A bit of butter is the other thing.
All right.
Because you've got to have butter with sweet corn.
Okay, I will take your word for it.
Yes.
I'll defer to the expert judgment.
All right, let's do this thing.
If you've seen any of our other videos, been following this channel, you might notice that the gazebo is new, on special at Aldi, and we thought, well, give that a try. Because one of the issues that we have had is trying to weatherproof the kitchen area a little bit. So we picked up this and a couple of walls for it as well. So this is its maiden voyage, its shakedown voyage, so we'll see how it goes. But it does make it much darker under here.
It does, it does.
It's a gloomy kind of day outside anyway. But yes, it makes it a lot darker than it otherwise would be.
The other thing that you might notice is that we're on a different fridge.
So yes,
I've had to compact
it's probably in shot there.
We've got our fridge in with the repairman at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, it decided it was not gonna do its job very well, and only got down to about 20-ish or something like that.
But luckily we found that out before we left home on our last voyage.
Yeah.
Otherwise that would have been quite interesting from halfway to somewhere.
I often plug the fridge in the day before we leave, just to make sure it's nice and... Which way are we looking? This way. Just to make sure it's nice and cold when we load it up. And yeah, before our last trip up to Notch Point, it just didn't come down at all. So yeah, that's off to the repair bloke. And luckily we had this this little 20-litre guy here as a backup. But 50, I think the other one was 50 or 55 litres down to 20. Has been a bit of a struggle.
I did fit a bottle of wine in.
That's
But tonight, that's kombucha. Don't think I'm drinking this early in the day.
That's yes.
Not that bad. And this, I think, is going to make far too much for just you and I. So
Nothing unusual about that, though, is there?
Yeah, but oops.
Just
I need to use all that.
It's the whole can. We're off to a flyer.
Okay, right. Oh well, we'll see what we can do. Well, it fell out. I wasn't expecting it to do
this
that.
thing called gravity. It'll do that.
All right, maybe I'll be a bit more controlled with this one.
Okay.
I will use a spoon this time, so gravity doesn't bite me. Oh.
Yeah, that breeze blew. Good thing about the breeze, though, is at least it's keeping the temperature down a little bit.
Yes.
Because late December in Emerald is not typically where you would go for a holiday. Most people leave this area this time of year because it's too hot. I almost said late December back in '63.
Okay. Showing your age.
So the one you had from GYG did not have the kidney. What extras have you put in?
Basically, the GYG one is corn with sauce and cheese.
Oh, okay. Well, there's lucky that you've got going on that.
Yeah.
Not.
I mean, this is, I'm trying to make this...
So this is more like highway corn rather than street corn.
I'm just trying to make it more nutritious. And colours.
And colours.
I like colours.
It's prettier.
You've got to have colours.
I've been watching a bit of this, these American teardroppers, channel called Where's Wiseman. And they are a crack up. If you haven't seen them before, give them a look. The one I watched, most recent one from a few days ago, they made this, they cooked the chicken underneath their fire, which I hadn't seen done before. But then they had this sauce. What was it called?
Oh, I don't know what it was called, but apparently it was very, very hot.
Yeah, so we're not being that adventurous. This is a much milder attempt at spicy.
Yeah, we're a bit more sensible about it.
Yes, yes.
I was going to use yellow capsicum.
But, oh, corn, yeah. You wouldn't be able to tell the capsicum from the corn, would you?
No.
Couldn't have that.
No, that's...
So how long does this need to do its thing for?
So I'll probably just let this simmer for about 5 minutes.
I was going to say, you're really just heating it up rather than cooking it, aren't you? Yeah.
I mean, I'd prefer the corn to have sort of fried a little.
So I was a bit too breezy to get the heat in the pan, and you're been a bit impatient, which is most unlike you.
I've been very patient. I've been married to you for how long?
Yeah, I'll pay for that later.
Mm.
So I don't know if you've seen these kick-ass stools. And the stool itself is like, you know, pretty handy as far as stools go. But they were selling this one that doubles as a rubbish bin / loo. And we thought that's a fantastic idea. You can kind of, you know, put your rubbish in there, obviously, and keep it away from animals and whatnot like that. It's a great theory, but notice how it's wider at the base than it is at the top. So you fill that guy up with your rubbish, and then the bag is bigger at the bottom than it is at the top, and you can't get the bag out of the stool when it's full. It's like it's jammed in there. So
we tried one with the cans as well, and that was even worse.
Yeah. So, you know, it was almost, well, it is a good idea. Not sold on the execution though. There's a bit of a design flaw there. You almost need to be able to pop it open from the bottom so you can kind of drop
the contents out.
The contents out of the bottom where it's wider.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that they sell it as is it's a loo as well.
Yeah,
So for that purpose, sure, you're not going to fill it up too much, I hope.
yeah. Yeah, well, you would hope.
But as a rubbish bin, practicality.
Yeah, so I don't know, we're not convinced that, whoop, well, let me just pop this in here. We're not convinced that that was sort of the best thing going. Unless there's a technique that we haven't figured out.
If the dudes from Kick-Ass can let us know.
Let us know if there's a technique for getting the rubbish out of the top without tearing the bag apart.
Okay, you ready for this?
I am ready indeed. Do we need to make some space there a little bit?
Yeah, this is your one.
All right, cheese up a bit.
Sauce it up and then cheese it up.
Sauce it up, then cheese it up. Well, where are we? I want to kind of get that in there without tipping it out. There we go, I think we got it. Hopefully that was in focus. Alrighty.
Yeah, but how does it taste? You going to do a taste test?
Well, everything that was too hot when you first served it up for me. You did the taste test, and I'll wait for it to cool down.
Yum.
I've had it before. I know it's going to be good. Turtles.
Cheers.